Disney has a chance of returning back to being the premier brand for entertainment and animation because of Inside Out 2. Now, by me saying that, let's all be completely honest with ourselves. When was the last time that Disney has put out an actual banger that, I ain't gonna lie, anyone at any age from any place can actually watch and have a good time? Because the recent Disney movies over the last 5 to 8 years have ranged from just mid to being complete ass. But in my humble opinion, I do believe that Inside Out 2 has made Disney return back to its magical presence, to make Disney return back to its storytelling and its emotional heartstring pulling, because this movie from start to finish is very great. It's a fun time from start to finish. As you can see, the reviews all across the board, 93%, 95%, 8 out of 10. I completely agree with all of that, because this movie, they know how to be so creative in their concepts. Like, I'm not really even gonna spoil the movie like that because it's just that good. You need to see for yourself. But there's one time, it's like all the way almost near the end of the movie, where joy, fear, disgust, and anger, they were trying to find Riley's like good emotion and like her orb, like this blue orb where it kept on repeating, I'm a good person, I'm a good person. When they were trying to find that, they had to go through so many creative things. There was this storm, right? At first I didn't know what the storm was until when Anxiety was like trying to get ideas of how can Riley do good on this scrimmage game for like the hockey that she's a part of, the Firehawks team. How can she do so good? So she was brainstorming, trying to get ideas, trying to get the biggest and best idea. So when that storm came, I was like, oh, I know what they were going for. They're going for a brainstorm. It's like creative, you know? And even way before that, like when the whole team of joy, fear, disgust, sadness, and anger were like arrested because of anxiety. But yeah, this new band of emotions, when they arrived due to Riley hitting puberty, they basically arrested the former emotions. And the former emotions, when they were like in their jail or in Riley's like vault of like, she putting you in this vault like so you're not gonna be remembered, basically their jail, their inmates were fucking funny. Like there was this guy, I forgot his name, but he was like one of Riley's childhood people that she saw on TV, like this childhood cartoon, and it's kind of like Dora. And he felt like a crackhead because this nigga was talking to the wall, but he was actually talking to the audience saying, hey, people, blah, 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 we should do this. You know how like Dora is, you know, I can't really explain it right now, but it felt like a crackhead because he was talking to the wall and he looked just completely insane. And his pouch, I think it's pouchy. Think of how Dora says, oh, we need to get this object to go this place. Do we need an apple? Do we need a carrot? Or do we need a bomb? I was like, bro, that shit was funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing the whole time. And Riley's crush, like this video game character, he's pixelated in a way that like the detail or lack thereof is so impressive, because like since obviously when Riley had this like childhood crush on this video game character, that's probably all the way back then, you know? So most likely that was probably like on a PS2 or like a Wii or something. So the way that like he looked so pixelated and like his hair would morph into himself, like glitching himself, it was like really good. I need to touch upon anxiety, man. At first I was almost on her side when, you know, Riley was trying to be more cool to fit in with Val. Anxiety took it too far, and like in my opinion, like I won't say too much, but at the end of the movie, I wouldn't do what Joy did and took her back. In my opinion, I would have locked her up because Anxiety was crazy. She was going too far, locking people up. She was turning into like a tyrant. And like, I don't know, this movie is just funny all around. There's a lot of things I want to say about this movie, but I'm not gonna say too much. It'd be a long ass video, but y'all gotta watch this movie. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a grown ass man saying it, but man, this movie is a good time. Like me, if I see something that's peaked that is like 90 something percent on all across the boards, I have to see it. I have to see why it's peak. And this movie, I'm not gonna say it'll bring Disney back from pure ass, but it has a chance. This movie is really great in my opinion, and the audience, the theater that I was at, they really loved it. But that's the end of the video. I'm out. Peace.